This is Sarah Poff and those art hands. Today we are going to make a Father Claus. So I'm going to lay him down to the side here. So you'll need an old-time clothespin. And what we're going to do first is we're going to make his boots. I'm going to take a black marker and I'm going to go about that far up. You can measure with your material. And if you choose to make this a little differently, then you can make it longer or shorter, however you see that. I always like for there to be some flexibility in the projects. And I'm going to do it inside here as much as I can. There's a little piece of wood there I'm going to pull off. Now I've already got some of the supplies cut. I'm using felt. You, however, could use material instead of felt if you want. I'm going to look to the side and see if I can't get these pretty close to the same height. It's going to be under the felt, so it doesn't matter for it to be exact, just close. So I'm going to get this side done. Now you can paint this. There's so many ways to do the arts and crafts. Just so many ways. And I like to be on the creative side, closer to the art side of it. Just because I like to get my creative brain going. Okay. So then I have a rectangle of material, of red material. Sometimes those old Father Claus from the old country have other colors. So I'm measuring from about the head. This is a little bit longer than it really actually needs to be, but I'm going to wait and cut that after we get finished so that if something goes wrong, I can have a little extra there. I always like to have a little extra. Okay, now I'm going to clip a little bit like that. Just enough. You'd rather that to be too small than too big. So like this. Okay, I'm not going to cut it, trim it off at the bottom until I get some of the rest of this done. Now I want to, the old Father Claus has an open in his outfit, like it's a jacket on the top kind of, or a cape kind of thing. So to kind of represent that, I'm going to put this white piece on there. And I'm just going to even it up like this in the front. And it just kind of gives that, that look or that thought. Okay, then I have another piece of red like this. These are going to be his sleeves and his arms. So I'm going to roll this on the edge like this. Now, if you're working with younger children, you might want to get rubber bands. If you're working with older ones, the look is better with the string. Just your choice on what to do there. And I realize that these days kids don't, with the Velcro, how popular it is, they don't learn to tie like they used to. Okay, so then I'm going to go on the other side. I'm not going to worry about the middle because that's going to help hold it in to our doll. This time I did not cut this as long. I want to see if I could go ahead and make it do. If not, there's more over there. We can get it. Oh, these old fingers sometimes. They're stiff this morning. Sorry about that. Okay, there we go. Alright, so now what I'm going to do to hold those arms on is I'm going to put them just right up against the wood. Just like that. Now, the next part, I have my trusty twist tie. A gold twist tie. See how he has this gold belt? And that's what we're going to do. I'm going to get him all fixed up like this. Kind of pinch him in there at the middle. And I usually try to bring this top one. So see the back side I kind of tuck under. The top side I tuck back around to the back. Trying to conceal the fact that it has open sides. That's what I'm trying. It'll look better if you do that. Okay, then I'm going to twist. And I usually give it about 3 twists. You can do something fancy with that gold if you want. Or you can just let it be like that. Okay, so now he has arms and an outfit. Let's see, he needs to have a hat. So, give me just a second for his hat. I did not prepare that ahead of time. Should have done that. Now, what I'm going to do on his hat is I'm going to wrap it around after I put the Model Magic on. So you may want to put eyes. If you see what I've done here, I have a couple of eyes. And I have just a little bitty scrap of felt for his nose. You could choose to do that with marker if you wanted, or you could choose to do it this way. Now I have a kind of clay that's called Model Magic. This is my clay. And I want this to be for the piece around the hat, like right here, and for his beard. So I want to be kind of conservative with this. Plus I don't want it too thick. So I always start with a ball. So I'm going to start with a ball. Now, I want this ball to turn triangular because this is going to be the one I'm going to put on his face for his beard. So I'm going to go something like this. It's not exactly a triangle. It's just sort of like it. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop and put glue down on the felt. Right in here. And up there. I got it a little bit too far. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the scissors and I'm going to cut. I'm going to cut this so that it looks like more like hair. And then I'm going to attach this right there to my little guy. Okay, there's what it looks like. Okay, now you want to be careful because just like right there, I got a little spot. I picked up a little dirt somewhere on my finger. All right, now what I want to do is I want to take another one of these pieces and I'm going to start with a ball. Like I said, I always start with a ball. Then I roll it into a snake, into a coil. I always taught my kids it was a snake, and then I would use the word coil because that's officially what it's called. Now I'm going to take that and I'm going to put it up here around the hat. So this is going to kind of help the hat stay on. To the wood. So now what I'm doing is I'm wrapping it around like this. I'm going to bring it around and kind of loop it in right like that. I may want to push it up so I can see a little bit more of his face. Like that. Now if you want to and you have a little bit more clay left, you could do what I did on the back. See, I added some white hair on the back. Okay, so we are almost finished with him. Like, you'll want to add some eyes. And then when I see a lot of those old-fashioned Santas from Old World Santas, they have a crook in their hand because they're walking. So then we have this, and you can take that and tie it onto him. All right, this is Sarah Poff and those art hands. You have a great day now.